Not everything deserves access to you. One of the most important decisions you can make is deciding what deserves access to you. Not simply who deserves access, but what deserves access to your time, your thoughts, your emotional energy, and your daily attention. Many of us make this decision passively. The phone rings, so we answer. A message arrives, so we interrupt what we are doing. Someone is upset, so their emotional state becomes the center of our day. A new obligation appears, and we add it to an already crowded schedule without asking what will have to be displaced. We rarely say, I have decided that this is more important than my health, my focus, or my peace. But that can become the practical result. Every yes grants access to some part of your life. That does not make yes a bad answer. It means yes should be given with awareness. Before you accept another responsibility, ask yourself 3 questions. First, does this belong to me? Capable women often become responsible for things simply because they are capable of handling them. You may be able to solve the problem, organize the event, calm the conflict, or rescue the plan, but your ability to do something does not automatically make it your responsibility. Sometimes the most appropriate response is to allow another adult to manage the consequences of her own choices. Second, what will this cost? Every commitment has a cost, even when no money is involved. It may cost an hour you intended to use for exercise. It may consume the mental energy you needed for important work. It may bring conflict into an evening you had reserved for rest. You do not have to reject every request that costs you something. Relationships, meaningful work, and personal growth all require sacrifice at times. The question is whether the cost is intentional and worthwhile. Thirdly, what am I protecting by saying no? We often focus on what we might lose when we establish a boundary. Someone may be disappointed, an opportunity may pass. We may no longer be viewed as endlessly accommodating, but every thoughtful no protects a more important yes. No, I cannot take that on may protect the commitment you already made to yourself. No, I am not discussing this again may protect your emotional stability. No, I will respond tomorrow may protect the focused work you need to complete today. No, that does not work for me may protect the direction you have deliberately chosen for your life. You see, boundaries become easier to maintain when you remember what they are protecting. Without that connection, a boundary can feel like an arbitrary restriction. With it, the boundary becomes an act of leadership. This week, choose one area where access has become too automatic. Perhaps people can interrupt your work whenever they want. Perhaps your phone receives your attention before your priorities do. Perhaps one person's reoccurring crisis has been consuming energy that belongs to your health, your family, or your purpose. Do not begin by creating 10 new rules. Choose one form of access that needs to become more intentional. Then create a simple standard. When you will respond, what you will accept, how much you can give, or what you will no longer participate in. You are not required to become cold, distant, or inflexible. You are simply becoming more responsible for where your life goes. Your time, energy, attention, and peace are supporting everything you are building. Treat them like the valuable resources that they are. I invite you to share in the comments What is one part of your life that needs more protection this week? And remember, stay focused, stay intentional, keep moving forward.